I'm Deidra Langridge. I'm wearing lime green to represent non-Hodgkin's lymphoma for two reasons. Myself, I was diagnosed in 2006 on October 12th. However, I'm also wearing it to honor my mother, who was diagnosed on March 1st of the same year. So I'm walking not only for myself, but for my 90-year-old mother. I'm honoring us both and for all the women in the United States that are diagnosed annually with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. After my mother having had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at the beginning of the year, I found I had a lump in my left nodule. I went to my godson, Michael Morris, who was in med school at the time, and asked him about it. He immediately asked me to see a physician. I pursued it, and after having the lymph node removed on October 12th, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I'm very grateful that now my godson, who is a pediatric surgeon in Jackson, Mississippi, was a med student at that time because I had bilateral stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. When I say I had bilateral stage 3, I basically had the cancer in all my lymph system from my ears to my hips on both sides of my body. The only place, thank God it wasn't, was in my bones. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is the 7th most common cancer in the United States. It's primarily considered a white male, old man disease, someone over the age of 65. There's 88,000 new cases of lymphoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, annually, and 33,000 women are diagnosed annually. The age range for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma can be anywhere from children all the way to 85, 90 years old. It is not age discriminatory. With all the research that the doctors have done and clinicians have done, they have not pinpointed the actual cause. They are stating that chemical items could be the reason, as you see, I'm sure, on many television ads. It's a hereditary factor, environmental factors. Nothing can pinpoint the actual cause of this particular cancer. It can affect anyone at any age, but it is primarily considered an older Caucasian white man's disease. And I'm here to tell you that that ceiling or thought is being busted when 40% of the individuals who are diagnosed with this cancer are women over the age of 65. From all the reading that I've done and from personal knowledge, there isn't any way to determine how I was diagnosed with this cancer or to prevent it. They state that in all the readings that living a healthy life, deterring from fatty foods, trying to live outside of a chemical environment is a good thing. So it all is considered about lifestyle and not necessarily hereditary. I consider this to be my monkey in the middle cancer. I was first diagnosed at age 31 with melanoma, and then at age 47 with the non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and then at age 54 with breast cancer. So I've been around the track 3 times, and I hope to God that I never have to get on the track again. 3 and done is my philosophy. I believe that God has put me here for a mission. The reason why I have survived 3 times is to be able to tell my story, to give others the strength, to tell them what helped me and what didn't help, to tell my story in hopes that maybe some of the things I walked through can help them. To also help their caregivers and give them suggestions on what was beneficial for my spouse, what was beneficial for my children, possible avenues that they may take to make their journeys a little different. Because so often the community that a cancer survivor or a cancer patient is in, it's believed that cancer journey is only a chemo time, when in reality, it's a long journey. It's not just the time that an individual is in the chemo chair. It's a long period of time. So I derive great satisfaction and joy in helping others walk and complete that journey. I started volunteering at Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center in 2012. And there was great conversation in 2013 about the first Unite Walk. The very first patient I sat with was Debbie St. Germain. I had heard rumors about this wonderful program for women called Unite. So I encouraged Debbie to look into it, and she did so through her physician, Dr. Scott Sullivan. I was unable to attend that very first function, but she came back with such joy in her face and such enthusiasm after she had attended that I encouraged her to join the program for the next time. Well, I decided I had to go watch my friend walk the stage. After that, I wanted to be part of the organization that made such an impact in women's lives. So I went up to the founder at that event and told her, I want to be part of your organization. Well, Lisa looked at me like, I don't know who you are, and I told her who she could look to for references for me, being several of her big sponsors. And shortly thereafter, I did get a phone call to be part of her leadership, and I joined Unite as part of her leadership. I began talking about Unite with every patient that I sat with, encouraging them wholeheartedly about what a wonderful program this was. And shortly thereafter, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So all these young women decided if they were going through the program, I had to go through the program with them. And that's how I became a sister and walked the walk in 2015 with all the women alongside of me. And I've never looked back. It's been one of the most rewarding and fulfilling things I have done. This isn't just a runway program or a modeling program. This is a program that gives women an opportunity who may have thought lesser of themselves because of physical changes that we have gone through because of a cancer journey, any type of cancer journey. And you step on that stage with women you have bonded with over a period of a year. And you step on that stage and you have all your family and friends there to cheer you on and celebrate you. And you have such a uplifting joy of life, of thankfulness, of feeling whole for the first time in a very long time. It is an unbelievable feeling. You first step out with trepidation, a little nervousness, but by the time you walk down that runway the very first time, that is gone, and then it's pure joy and excitement, and you can't wait to walk it again. To never give up hope. I actually spoke with a physician just today who was in France the last 2 weeks, and she told me that the new information and studies are outstanding for survival rate, that 15 years ago, survival rate might have only been 80% chance of survival, and now it's in the 95% survival rate of remission, beyond expectations of what it was when it was first diagnosed. So that gave me great hope. And I'm here to give any lady out there who's diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma hope for the future. Look beyond this diagnosis of today and look for your life in the future.